Hey everyone, and welcome. Now, forget crypto, forget the stock market for a minute. Today, we're diving into something with a much more direct and, honestly, a much more human impact. We're talking about how simple digital money is becoming a literal lifeline for two of the most important things in our lives: health and education. Let's get into it.
I want you to just think about the phone you're probably holding right now, or the one that's nearby. We use it for absolutely everything, right? But what if its most basic financial function, just moving a little bit of money, could be the actual key to getting someone the healthcare they need or putting a student in a classroom? That's the incredibly powerful idea we're going to explore.
You see, for millions of families all around the world, digital payments aren't just a matter of convenience. Nope, they represent something so much bigger. They're a true digital lifeline that connects them directly, reliably, to the services they absolutely depend on.
And this slide, wow, it lays out the difference perfectly. On the left, you've got the old way, cash. That meant long, often difficult journeys, it meant risk, it meant delays, and yeah, it often meant middlemen taking a cut. But then you look to the right, the new way. It's instant, it's direct, and it's transparent. This isn't just a small upgrade, it's a complete revolution in how people get access to the things they need most.
So, how does this actually play out in the real world? Let's start with healthcare, where a simple, instant payment can literally be the difference between sickness and health.
Just imagine this for a second. A parent in a remote village, and their child suddenly spikes a high fever. The old way could mean a frantic, day-long journey just to get cash from the nearest town. It's terrifying, but now they can pay that local clinic fee instantly, right from their phone.
And that same incredible speed applies to prescriptions. The second a doctor says what medicine is needed, bam, the payment goes through and the pharmacy can hand over the medicine right away. It just removes this huge, stressful barrier to getting well.
And this is where it gets to the next level. It's not just about local payments anymore. Digital money makes it possible for that same family in that remote village to pay for and to talk to a specialist in a city hundreds of miles away through telemedicine. Suddenly, expertise is no longer limited by your zip code.
And this doesn't just help individuals, it scales up to help entire communities. You see, digital payments create a clear, transparent record. So health organizations can track the funds for something like a vaccination drive or manage resources for a health camp, making sure every single dollar goes exactly where it's supposed to.
This digital backbone also improves the quality of the care itself. So, when a payment is made, a digital record gets created. That allows for continuity of care, meaning any doctor can see a patient's history. And, this is brilliant, it makes it possible to send out automated follow-up reminders for appointments or medication. It just creates a much safer, more reliable healthcare journey for everybody.
Okay, so that's health. Now let's see how these exact same principles are being applied to education. And just like with healthcare, digital payments are knocking down some of the biggest barriers to learning.
For any parent or student out there, you know the administrative hurdles of education can be a real pain. But with digital payments, things like school fees, buying specific learning materials, or registering for exams become simple, quick transactions. It just takes a lot of stress out of the equation and makes sure students don't miss out because of some payment delay.
And this right here, this is an absolute game changer. When a government or an organization gives out a scholarship, digital transfers mean that the full amount lands directly in the student's account. No middleman, no weird unexplained fees. The money that's meant for education actually gets used for education, period.
This also unlocks a whole new world of flexible learning. Think about it. You might not be able to afford a whole semester-long course, but what if you could afford a single lecture or a short certification course? Well, educational micropayments make that possible, letting people build new skills in a way that actually fits their life and their budget.
So we've seen how this helps one person get medicine, or one student pay for a class. But what's the big idea here? What's the thread that ties all of this together?
It all comes down to this one really powerful concept: timely, accountable financial flows. It might sound a bit technical, but all it really means is that money moves in a way that's predictable and transparent. When that happens, it builds trust and it builds efficiency. It makes sure that resources, whether they're for a health clinic or a scholarship, actually do what they were meant to do. This isn't just about finance. It's the foundation for improving a whole community's well-being.
And that leaves us with one last thought to chew on. We've seen how this tech is totally transforming two of our most fundamental human needs. So if instant, transparent money can do all of this for our health and our education, just imagine, what could be next?